Today I'm going to do another 8mm Mauser velocity and accuracy test. This time with the Romanian surplus rounds. And if we look at the head stamp, it just says 72 and 22. So I'm assuming these rounds were manufactured in 1972. And we do know these have a mild steel core. In my analysis video of these rounds, I even show you the core on the inside and how much it weighs. So after we register the velocity on these, we'll calculate how much energy they have, and based off the assumed ballistic coefficient, we'll then calculate their energy and velocity at different ranges. And we'll fire 3 rounds out of each rifle, my 1917 Kar 98A, and then my Yugo M2447. And we'll be firing about 100 yards away into my target over there on the side of the hill. And that way we can see how accurate I can be with them with these 2 rifles. Alright, first let's see how our Romanian surplus performs with the Kar 98A. .2668. .2524. And .2684. I think that's the biggest variation in velocity I've seen from these surplus rounds. All our other surplus didn't have as big of a deviation, I don't think. And another thing to note about these Romanian rounds, they smell a lot dirtier than all the other surplus I've tried also. And here's our Romanian surplus with the 98A. Our 3 hits are here, here, and here. Probably about 6 inches to the left again from the center of the target. And we had about 4 inches of spread from top to bottom, and about 1.5 inches from side to side. So this time 4 by 1.5, but it's about 6 inches to the left. Kind of similar to our Yugo, almost right on elevation wise, just a little bit to the left. So when I went to go check out the group from the Kar 98A, I actually found one of the steel cores laying in the ground behind the target. If it was a lead core, it would have been pretty much completely disintegrated. Here's the actual cartridge, and here's the steel core next to the projectile. Alright, and now 3 rounds through the Yugo Mauser. .2638. .2594. And .2714. Once again, a really big spread in velocity, even with the Yugo Mauser. Those have got to be the least consistent velocity-wise out of any surplus rounds I've tried. And here's the Romanian surplus from the Yugo Mauser. We had 1, 2, and 3. So that's kind of weird. We had barely any spread from side to side. It was just top to bottom this time. So we had about 4 1/4 or almost 4 1/2 from top to bottom. And from side to side about 1/4 inch. And like I said, my Yugo sights need to be adjusted slightly more to the left. I believe they're to the right just a little bit. So had my sights been adjusted correctly, this group would probably be more in the center. But there would still be a big difference in the elevation. But that's impressive. There's little to no spread from side to side. So here's my ballistic chart for the Romanian surplus 8mm using their assumed ballistic coefficient. And this is with a 100-yard zero and a 7-mile-an-hour wind at a 110-degree angle. And I also used the average velocity from the Yugo Mauser. So here's the ballistics out to 500 yards. And from 500 to 1,000 yards. But anyways, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.